We are live. What's up, guys?
Yeah, baby.
It's Wednesday night. We're going to be talking about some fun stuff. I love that you guys are here. Thanks for hanging out and getting here on the live. Oh, man. Thank you for the thumbs ups right away, too. I really appreciate you guys.
Love that.
Sean got in a half hour early to make sure he was the first in. I love it.
Sean,
way to claim your spot.
This one's for you.
I love it. So we got the Surge Hunter here. No sleep, right? Time to deprive myself of sleep again. To talk about alcohol with some equally-minded people. It is overrated. Nobody needs that.
You really only need like 2 or 3 hours a day.
That's right. I'm glad you're here. We got John from Just Rum hanging out with us. I love it.
Check it out.
I'm excited to have
the
John.
Legend himself right here tonight.
John Hasbrag. So we're glad to have John in the house tonight.
Yeah.
So thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. And with that, we won't wait any further. Royer, what do you got in the glass tonight?
You know, ironically, I'm having Just Rum, aged 3 years.
Boom.
Right there.
That's what it is.
This is what I'm having this evening.
I love it.
And just so everybody knows, see, this is 116 proof.
116 proof. So you know Royer is going to be in a ridiculous mood by the end of this show. So make sure to ask questions as we go.
I told him early on, I'm feeling kind of weird tonight.
Feeling kind of weird. That's a weird thing to tell me.
Just
not going to lie. Feel a little weird about it.
I'm just going to say it's been a hell of a day. Been a tough blooming day.
Blooming. What a great word. Blooming.
See, right?
Nice.
No, we can't really
PG.
do the blooper thing here.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Tough blooming day today. And so I'm enjoying a little bit of John's Just Rum out of Sandy, Oregon. Yeah, baby.
So we got Doc Brown from Really Bad Rum also hanging out with us. We got Santa Claus next to me yelling ho ho. So welcome, Doc. Glad to have you here. 62 degrees in Maine. Ooh, chilly. It is chilly. Bryce is in the house. Good to hear from you, Bryce. Evening. Zachary, the Rum Dogs are here. I love it, Zachary. Thanks for hanging out with us a little bit tonight. Appleton Estate Rare Cask 12-year in the glass tonight. Yeah, let us know what you guys are drinking tonight. If you haven't let us know already, we want to know what you guys are drinking. So that sounds amazing. It is a great rum. Glad you got something good in the glass. Bought myself a birthday present this week. Not my birthday yet, but only had one bottle left. So you got to get yourself an early birthday present. Totally get it. Totally get it. Love it. My wife, Riley's in the house. Welcome, Riley. My super sexy, beautiful wife is here today. Royer's daughter. So we're going to all say all kinds of things about how beautiful and sexy she is. So I love it. Thanks for joining us. She's amazing. And this show wouldn't even be happening without her. So we're all going to give a huge thanks to Riley for joining us.
This is really all
her idea.
It's her fault.
It's all her fault.
It's all her fault.
It's really her fault. We blame her for this passion that we have now. It's really how it started. So really excited. You guys rolling in the comments. I love it. We're going to be talking about some great things tonight. We're going to be talking about how to find great rum, where to find it.
Wait, before you get too far. So I want to do a very special shout out. Special shout out to Eric. You know who you are.
You know who you are.
And you know what you missed this last weekend.
Yes.
I feel bad for you.
Eric.
You should have made it, man. I'm just saying.
For those of you who might be a little curious what we're talking about, we actually did our first private event this last weekend, which was really fun.
First private live event.
First private
up
live
on
event.
Stage and the whole damn thing.
It was a lot of fun. So we were really excited about it. So we are hoping to be able to incorporate some more live things as we go. It went really well. We had a lot of fun. So that's kind of where we got off.
We had a blast doing that, and I hope next year they will have us back.
I hope so too. So as you guys can see, we got 12 people. Let's get some thumbs ups rolling in here for the love of rum. We want to let more people know we're drinking rum. We're enjoying it for the love of rum, right? So here, eating dinner with a fresh tomato from the garden. Love it. Greg, welcome in.
Nice.
I love it. Let's see here. Hey everyone, still at work, but I'll poke in and out as I can and rewatch later. Jeremy, glad you could jump in when you could. Love it.
He is a hard worker.
He is a hard worker. He's always working. I tell you what.
Always working.
We got Juan from Colombia. Welcome, Juan. Let's see. I'll pick an alcohol after dinner. Love it. Cooking chicken fried rice and drinking some Blue Chair Bay spice rum. That sounds like
we just picked up some Blue Chair.
We did pick up some Blue Chair Bay. I love it. That sounds amazing.
We actually made the rum run on the way back from Wisconsin from our live event.
Our private event, yes.
Right. And stopped by one of our favorite liquor stores, actually 2 different liquor stores.
One's our favorite, one we don't know about.
Yeah. And as I put the credit card into the little machine there, my wife goes, "I hate coming to this store."
It racks a big bill every time.
It does.
Swear. So I love it.
I just simply said it's all about the experience, honey.
It's all about the experience. That's what Rum's always about. We're trying to share it with it.
There you
go. Like I said, we're going to be talking about one of the things that I really want to get in tonight is what the best rums are, where to find them, how to drink them, that kind of a thing. I put it in the title. I'm going to pull it back up here. I got some notes because I'm ready. So
you were very prepared.
I know, I'm
tonight.
very prepared. So we're going to be talking about where to find the best rums, how to find the best rums for you, and how to enjoy them, and what you need to do to have that entailed, because we talk a lot about that in different areas. So we're going to wrap it all up here in a minute. I'm going to get into that first thing, but I'm going to catch up here real quick because you guys are firing on all cylinders.
We've got a lot. We got a lot going on here. I love it.
So John Hasbrock from Just Rum is enjoying Just Rum, the Queen Share. We haven't had it.
We haven't, John. We have not had it.
We haven't had it, but
and why is that, man?
But it sounds delicious. I'm glad you're having some good rum. Just Rum's always putting out great rum.
They are.
You know, ever since that first debacle we had, all the rum from there has been great. So we love it. Throwing some shade. You love it. Let's see here. So I can blame Riley if I hurt myself at work tomorrow. Good to know. Nope, you can't. We take no liability. We always tell you drink responsibly. None. So for the love of rum, it's a dry week for me. So having a glass of water myself, some premium Dutch.
Hey, that's fine.
Love it. It's always good. You got to take care of yourself. Drink that water. Do. Love it. Hey guys, still rocking the Sing Sum in Thailand. Awesome. In the foxhole. Glad to have you here. Glad you can make it. Thanks so much for showing up and leaving a comment. Bryce is drinking Baku 12 year. Love it. Great.
Wow.
Rum. I love it.
He's got the 12 year.
Yes.
How did he get the 12 year?
Because he's more important.
How did he get the 12 year?
We are. More important. Royer, you have to understand the people watching the show are more important than the people on the show.
Oh,
we've always talked about
that.
Right? These are the important people. They get the good stuff.
I know.
We just try to find what we can.
We just had the mere 8 year, but I don't
know. The mere 8 year, like peasants. Dang it.
I think that bottle's gone.
Yeah, it is gone. It's definitely gone. And it was an 8 year. So let's talk about how to find the best rums and how to enjoy them. So we talk a lot about on this show about how to find the best rums.
I love to enjoy them on the beach.
On the beach. That is a great way to enjoy them.
That's how I enjoy
them. It is a great way to enjoy them. I agree.
You get a good workout.
The sandy beaches of Iowa provide a great place for drinking rum. I'll just say it's very great.
All right. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So we're going to get into a little bit. So let's talk about how you find the best rums. Now, Roy Arrow, how do you think you find the best rums?
Well, first you start by watching our channel.
That's a great start. I love it. That's way better than what I had written down. It's like I don't even know what I'm doing. First of all, you subscribe to the YouTube channel and give us a thumbs up because we always put out the best
We can
rums.
help you out.
However, past following our channel, if you walk into your local liquor stores, how do you find the best rums for you?
Boy, we have not talked about this at all.
No, I totally loaded this question. I just want to see if you knew the answer.
Well, my answer. Okay, so what I would do?
Yeah, what would you do? What would Roy Air do if he walked into a new liquor store? How would he find the best rum for himself?
I am going to probably look for something that is 40% or a little bit higher. Probably going to say something to the effect that it has some good wood notes to it. Maybe even the spice rum. I know a lot of people don't like the spice rum because they don't feel that's natural enough for them. However, I really enjoy the spice rums.
Yeah.
You know, it is what it is. So I would probably start there, and then I'm going to look at the price point.
Love it.
And then I'm going to look at the bottle presentation. If you're looking at hand me that one right there.
Okay.
If you're going to look at a bottle presentation that is something simple like this, I'm not even going to show you who this is.
You guys know.
Yeah, you know. Okay, so if I'm not, if I find something simple, screw top lid, nah, that ain't happening. But if I find something like that, or like this, that's something different, like it's got a different kind of style to it, different kind of label, and different feel all the way around together. Or better yet, something along this lines right here.
Just wait, there's more.
There is a lot more. all I'm saying is I would not pick something ordinary. I would not pick that, and I would use those criteria to narrow down my decision making on the rum that I purchase.
I love it. So Royer's on the right track here. If you guys walk into a liquor store, you got the right idea, Royer. You're going in there. So the first thing that you always want to go for, I would say the first thing that catches most people's attention is the bottle presentation. You might have had it flip-flopped a little bit there. So I think the bottle presentation is first because it's what's going to catch your attention, right? Then when you come across those bottles, how you really decide if it's going to be a good rum for you is you need to flip it around and you need to look at how that rum is made. So you need to look at what kind of, is it barrel aged? Is it pot distilled? Is it, what kind of origin is it coming from? Is it Jamaican? If it's Jamaican, it comes from a traditional.
I'm going to stop you right here. So the problem is a lot of the rum companies out there, they don't tell you jack whatever. They don't tell you jack.
Nice. Very nice. Very PG.
About how they distill. They don't tell you about sugars added. They don't tell you about coloring added. They don't tell you anything. Okay, so you're left with presentation, price, proof,
which is true,
flavoring. They don't tell you. There's a lot of rum companies that don't tell you that. They don't disclose that to you.
So I think the thing to be knowledgeable in is, what do you normally drink? So when anyone comes and asks us, what's the best rum? I always ask them, the first question is, what do you normally drink? Are you a brandy? That's what we did at the live event. Are you a brandy drinker? Are you a whiskey drinker? Are you a vodka drinker? This is going to tell us everything we need to know to get you in the right direction. If you're someone who's a vodka drinker, look for some dry white rums that have more like some flavoring to them, some added, some mixability, some cocktail aspects. Great. If you're a whiskey drinker, make sure you're looking for something that's bourbon barreled, maybe something that's got whiskey barreled rum, that you can build on and actually have some of those same palate notes.
You're going to want a little bit higher proof as well.
Yeah, bring you over really well.
A little bit of heat.
If you're somebody that's a brandy drinker, look for some stuff that's got maybe some velvety floral notes to it. Something in some of those notes, the sweet notes kind of come over into that brandy. And I'd say with gin, what's wrong with you? I'm just kidding.
We are not going to talk about the gin.
Just looking for something that's maybe some dry white rums that maybe aren't pot distilled, maybe a little bit more of a column still aspect. So that's one of the biggest things. The second thing you're going to look at is looking at that alcohol percentage, making sure that it's not overproof too much if you're not used to it, or in a similar percentage that you're used to.
Unless you're interested in Stro 160.
Exactly. The admission to the bar, the Stro 160, the German dessert rum, right? It's delicious. So one of the things, that's a review you guys can look up. It's a lot of fun. Stro 160 is pretty great. So, one of the things that we always look for is are you used to something that's, 50, 60%? Is going to be a lot different than something that's 35 or 40%. So it's going to pack more punch, more heat. Are you used to that? Something to take note of as well. And then obviously staying within your budget. And the budget that we always recommend is, if you're new and you're just trying things out, don't go too crazy. Find something in the $30 to $40 price point. And
that's the sweet spot right there.
Sweet spot that's going to have everything from every kind of type of rum is going to be in that price point to some point. And it's going to have the best variety. So, if you're staying in that $30 to $40 price point, I would say you're pretty safe. So that's some of our tips for finding when you're walking into a liquor store, you're trying to find new rums. Try to find stuff. If you're someone who likes wine, there is wine barreled rum. You just need to look into that, find that, read that, kind of see what there is, and start asking for it. Start trying to find some bottles that are, and ask for it.
Don't settle.
I've
don't
noticed.
Settle for what the liquor store has.
Exactly.
You go up there, you
boss them around.
Hey, you know what? I would do business here if you carry something better.
Yeah,
and here's a suggestion for you.
I love it. And one of the things about it too is that we found so many great rums in there. And one of the cool things we found is the craft distillers are getting creative. They're not just making the normal column pot stilled rums or made with their own stuff. So I found several craft distillers that actually make stuff that's aged in beer barrels, stuff that's aged in wine barrels, stuff that's aged in whiskey barrels, and they're getting more creative as they go.
It's like the red wine barrels, the white wine barrels.
And it's great to see. It's great to see. So make sure that you're looking.
They're creative.
One extra tip. This is a bonus tip, and you can take it or leave it. It really just depends on your palate. But I always recommend find something craft that's local. Find something that in your state it's being made and sample their rums. And it might be on the lower end or the higher end. You know, you gotta taste it to find out. But one of the cool things is you're gonna find a product that's uniquely being made in your area, supporting local, but also using some of those local flavors that a lot of the people in the area already like. So it's a great way to get started into rum. You know, Just Rum, Doc Brown's Really Bad Rum. These guys are craft distillers that make really great products.
They do.
Bombarda, you got Modern Matriarch. These are also great products.
This is out of Council Bluffs, Iowa, so we do buy some of their products.
Yes.
Right?
And we love keeping them around.
We love supporting local. Shout out to Modern Matriarch. You know, they do a great job with their rum. And they really care.
Absolutely.
You know, after talking and meeting so many of the rum distillers, the craft distillers really care about their product. They are so engaged with their product. It's not just something that they do to try and make money. This is an art form, and they really care about their product, and it's so cool. You know, and every story is different.
Yep.
For every distiller, it's just amazing. The passion and how they began is just truly amazing.
And if you stay tuned, I'm going to tell you how a handful of brands are doing some really cool things. I got some stories coming up, right, of some cool brands that are doing some
Space Monkey.
No, it does not. I checked. There was no Space Monkey news this week. If there is, you will be the first to know. But these really rum brands are doing really cool things that I want to highlight. And I think it's all great for rum, great for the world. And I'm really excited to see where it takes rum. And it's always great to see those headlines. So I'll be talking about that in a little bit.
So it was really cool listening to, you know, how you choose the rums that you're really interested in, right? Which is exactly what we did at this live event, this private live event that we were invited to. And it was so fun talking with people at this event, you know, because we always asked them, you know, well, what are you used to drinking? You know, and we had a lot of bourbon and whiskey drinkers come forward. And because when we were up on stage, we challenged them that, you know, we've got rums that you bourbon and whiskey drinkers are going to find amazing, right? I mean,
and we brought products like Foursquare, the Real McCoy, Just Rum was one of the rums we brought as well.
We brought Doc Brown,
and we converted them.
Oh, we did in a hard way.
They're going to be all looking for rum. We got several new subscribers.
I mean, it was very eye-opening for these people. It was so cool to watch them. They'd be like, "Wow, I didn't realize that."
How much versatility
the rum really tasted like this.
Yes.
Seriously? You know, and it was amazing. It was so much fun. I wish we could do that like every day.
I hope someday we can do that like every day.
That was
it was
so
tons
cool.
of fun. So it was a lot of fun getting to do that and showing people kind of how it is you pick out these rums, where you can find them, like what it is about them. And so I really love that.
Seriously, we took like 20 different rums up with us, and we made a variety of rums for people to try. You know, and we had people that were, you know, the sweet cocktail rums. We had people that were bourbon whiskey. We had people that were vodka. The gin people, we just told them to leave.
We kicked them out. They were out of the event.
You're not welcome here.
No, I'm just kidding. We did have gin people. Kidding. We found them rums as well.
We did.
You know,
we even had
it was pretty awesome.
Some brandy people there too.
Yep, we did. So it was really great.
Brandy people.
So I'm going to get into how to taste rum, how you should be drinking it to get the most out of your rum. But before I do, let's hit some comments, guys, and make sure you're giving us a thumbs up if you're hanging out. We appreciate you hanging out. I'm going to be telling you all about the best ways to enjoy those rums, right? We talked about how to find them. Now we're going to talk about how to enjoy them and getting into some more rum news. So talk to my local liquor store and to carrying Blue Chair Bay spiced this week. It comes in tomorrow. Still waiting to get Doc Brown's in. Man, I love it, Jeremy. You're doing all kinds of good work. If you guys are looking for new rums, go ask your liquor stores. If we're talking about a rum you don't have, ask them if they can get it. See if you can get some of this stuff in, because it's amazing how much you can get people to carry. Good work, Jeremy. I'm glad you're on it. And Doc Brown's is going to be on the way. I love it. Let's see here. Thank you, Search Hunter, very much. My daughter suggested everything but the bagel seasoning on the tomato, and it tastes great. I love it. We have seasoning advice. I love it. Bought the Baku 12-year down in Oklahoma City area. Love it, Bryce. Let's see here. Nowadays, I would go on the internet and ask people who are enthusiasts. You cannot trust most liquor stores you're unfamiliar with, and every company is going to say we are the best. That's a really true statement. If you ask a liquor store or distributor, they're going to tell you whoever pays them
they're
that they're the best, right? We don't get paid by anybody to say anything that their product's great.
No.
We're just telling you about what the product's like.
We're just a couple guys in Iowa.
Drinking rum, and that's what we built this on, is honesty and just being open about what these flavors are, what it brings out, if you're going to like them, because every rum is so different,
how honest
right?
We are.
And it's just great to see that rum building and that growth over it. So the best rum is the one in my glass. Two Rivers, you're absolutely right. It is the best rum. I guarantee you it will be the best.
I'm going to say this as well. Don't let anybody tell you that you're drinking it wrong. You drink it the way you enjoy it. Enough said.
Love it. Gin is great in the right drink. There's some great grimlet riffs that I enjoy. Greg, we just throw a little shade to the gin community, but yes, there are some great drinks. Neither of us drink gin, so we just
personally,
make fun of them.
I just had a really tough experience with gin a long time ago, many years ago, and I've never gone back to gin. And
yes. Yep. Mrs. Doc, welcome. Glad you can make it here.
The best part
of Doc Brown's Really Bad Rum. Love it. Glad that you're here. Thanks so much for stopping by and hanging out with us for a little bit. Iowa buys liquor from suppliers and can mark up the price by 50% under Iowa law before selling it to retailers such as grocery stores, liquor stores, and other liquor license holders. You're right, which is why you go. Sometimes you end up paying a premium for it.
That's why we travel to other states and other countries.
And that's why you're going to see from state to state when you're going into your liquor stores, you're going to find the prices are going to vary from other states and liquor stores. So it's always good to check when you're in a new area what kind of stuff you can find, because the pricing will be different pretty much everywhere you go. That's the United States for you. So, and we found out, and I'll just chime this in here. If you guys didn't see the announcement, we will be live with Steve the Barman on the 20th of August, next Saturday. This Saturday, right? Not next Saturday. This Saturday.
At 4?
We love it. We'll be here at 4 p.m. our time. So that's Central Time. So we're really excited about that, because rum is not only different from state to state, but
country to country,
the rum recipes are different. Steve's going to be talking a little bit about that.
The Kraken is a perfect example.
The UK Kraken is different from the US. So we're going to be talking a little bit more about that. If you guys are interested in hanging out with us and Steve the Barman,
he's amazing.
He's a great guy. Watch some of his videos.
Yes,
the 20th of August, we're going to be 4 p.m. Central Time, and you're going to learn a ton about how the differences of the rums are, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So we're
that's one of the things that I love about what we do here.
Yes,
is that we get to engage and meet some of these some of these people that are involved in the rum community.
Yes,
we've got like Paul from Drums and Rums. We got Nia from My Rum Diaries. We've got Johnny from Ready Set Rum.
Yep.
Now we've got Steve the Barman,
which we're really
out
excited.
Of the UK. He
giving
is
a whole different perspective.
He gives, yes, he does, and he has some
physically.
Amazing...
He's not huge. He's a normal sized gentleman.
Yeah, he's a normal sized guy.
Okay, I'm just.
So he's got a great personality.
Big personality. So we love it. So we're excited.
We talked to him for what, a couple hours?
Yeah. So 20th of August, you're going to get to hang out with us and him and ask him some questions and be able to have some fun.
Yeah, please join us.
It'll be really good. So Fred, glad you could make it. Hello. I'm glad
Welcome,
you're
Fred.
here. I love it. We got the comments rolling in. Appreciate you guys. Those thumbs ups really help reach more people, and I really appreciate you guys jumping in for the love of rum, being able to grow that. I love it. So George, welcome from San Diego. Thank you so much. So yeah, we're going to be talking a little bit about how to enjoy your rum. I want to get into it. I know we got comments rolling in. We'll catch up. But I want to be talking about
wait a minute. You're going to tell us how to enjoy
rum. To enjoy rum. I'm going to tell you how, right? So
awesome.
I'm going to boss you around right now. So this is great. I'm going to tell people how you like it, right?
Cool.
So if you guys are getting a new rum, you're new to rum, you're like, oh man, what's the best ways to enjoy rum? We get this question quite a bit. How should we enjoy a new rum and be able to enjoy it on a real level? So one of the things we tell people with is start with your glassware, okay? So what you're pouring it into actually matters. And there's a couple reasons why. So when you see us doing our reviews, we have Glencairn glasses. We're going to be doing some stuff with this and getting some put out for you guys. But we start with these because not only the shape, nice, very nice, clean. Not only does the shape help kind of air out the flavors a little bit, let it breathe a little bit. But the stem on it actually is really nice because if you hold it on the stem, either up at top or at the bottom, your fingers actually don't warm your rum. It stays the natural temperature that it came in at. So you're not altering the temperature experience. So just kind of, I don't know how many people really knew, if you keep your fingers off of where the rum is, keeps that natural temperature, which is really nice.
It makes it harder for you to get fingers inside.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So the next step that I would take in trying a new rum, as we do, is smell it. Inhale it a little bit. Put your nose in the glass, but breathe through it through the mouth, right? So you smell, and then you breathe out through the mouth. This is going to allow you to kind of scent some of those flavors off the top. You don't just smell the alcohol, but the real aroma is experiencing the full spectrum of the flavor profile that's in every single rum, which is really
And the
cool.
really nice thing about the Glencairn glasses is it actually adds a very nice shape.
Yes.
To do just that.
Exactly.
So it's all about the flow of the air when you're actually smelling the aroma of the rum.
Yep. And this next one here is one tip that a lot of people don't know. How many people out there have gone out, bought a rum, poured it in a glass, and just drank it and got all excited about drinking it and just drank it really quickly? I know. We're all aware, Royer. We're all aware.
So, I've done that one.
So here's something that you can do to help prime your palate a little bit to be able to handle a new rum.
I'm going to guess.
You're guessing.
Eat a hot dog.
Yes.
Nachos.
That was it.
Eat a
hot dog and nachos. How did you know?
No,
that's not it. You don't drink a hot dog and nachos. Gosh, I'll tell you what. I don't know where you get this stuff sometimes. So the one thing that you can do is actually when you take your first sip, take a very small sip, letting it hit your tongue and kind of go down.
I was way wrong on that one.
Take a very small sip and just get your palate, your tongue, everything calibrated, and breathe out a little bit and give it a few seconds for that air to flow through and bring out those flavors. Then after you wait about 20 to 25 seconds of breathing and letting that sip, go ahead and take your next sip. Only this sip can be a regular sip, and enjoy it because now your mouth is primed for those flavors. So that second sip is going to sit with so much more of the natural flavor. You're going to get more of the breathability. It's going to be an easier kind of thing to pick out some of those individual flavors so that you guys can pick out some of those crazy flavors that we're picking out. You're like, oh my gosh, like
it's there.
It's there. I get it now.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't go in too fast. If you shock your palate too fast, you're just not going to pick up everything. It's going to get a little alcohol-y on you. But yeah, that's my big tip. What's up? What are you laughing at? I feel like you're looking at me like I'm crazy.
I'm really pondering. I really want to say something, but I don't know if I can.
Okay. Probably don't then. We're just.
But I really want to.
I know you really want to.
I really, really want to.
I don't know what you're trying to say, but I usually go with the rule of thumb and don't say it.
I know. I know we've talked.
It
I get shut down a lot.
It gets really uncomfortable. I'm just saying. I don't know what you're trying to tell me right now.
You're probably right. I probably shouldn't. Unless I see 20 thumbs ups.
20 thumbs ups.
Then I might.
20 thumbs ups, and Royer is going to tell you something weird. I don't know what it is, but he's going to tell you. Great. Super great. Level. There they go. They're going. Okay. So I didn't get a chance to tell you guys tonight what I'm drinking.
17 already.
I know. Royer's obviously got just rum in the glass tonight. I'm actually sporting some Bombardo rum tonight. I'm finishing off the Falconet, which is great. Got that.
Well, it's great, but it's not great because
it's going to be gone.
Out.
I'm glad about that. So we're going to be drinking that. I love it. Somebody took a thumbs up because they didn't want you. They didn't want you to say it. I love it. I love it. That's great. Oh man, so we got some different stuff coming in here. So what's your fanciest bottle is the question that we got right now. What's the fanciest bottle?
Fanciest bottle?
Oh, that's a hard question.
No, it's not a hard question.
Oh, it's not?
No, it's not.
Okay, what's our fanciest
bottle or most expensive bottle?
There's a difference.
There is a difference.
No, I'm going fanciest. Like what's
fanciest
the fanciest bottle we have?
I would say this one right here.
That's probably it. Yeah, it's a hand-blown glass, Cosmel Rum Company. They're hand-blown. Each one is a little bit different.
Yep.
These are all colors blown in, right? It's not a wrap.
It's all recycled glass.
It's all recycled glass. So that probably is our fanciest bottle. You're probably right.
Yeah.
That's probably...
This, in my opinion, is our fanciest bottle.
Yeah, you're probably right. That's probably a good call.
We actually have you know, we have so many different rums that we're going to be reviewing that we are not going to be able to get them all in by the end of this year.
Yeah, probably not.
You know?
We're going to try, but we'll see where it goes. We got a lot of year left, so you never know what we can accomplish.
We'll see.
A little effort and a little hard
just
work.
Looking so forward to so many of these.
I love it.
You know?
I love it. So, yeah. So, let's see here. We got some great conversations going on here. New to rum. George is saying new to rum and hearing about rum funk. What is this? That's a good question. I like this question.
So, the rum funk. Yeah, you got it. Okay, so for example, spin it around. It is that way.
Is it? No, you're right.
There
we go. Great work. Great teamwork.
I'll tell you. So yes. So this is the funk. Right here. So if you ever are wondering, the funk flavor actually comes from the pot still process.
Mm-hmm.
The pot still.
It's like a traditional Jamaican pot still process, right? Creates this flavor when it's very natural, no additives or to it or anything like that. Excuse me, and it's basically brings out this very distinct flavor.
It is
that you'll get in rum, and you'll know it right away because it's very, very distinctive and different than a lot of things that you'll try. So the thing about the flavor or the taste or the smell of the funk is when we first started having it. When we had it in this form on its own, you can watch the funk review and you'll find out it's very overpowering. Okay. It's a very bold flavor. What we found is a lot of bartenders like to use it in cocktails and it does come out very good.
It does. In the right cocktails, it definitely comes out very well.
But it's one of those things that if you aren't sure what it is, start with something like a plantation product. And I tell people this because plantation's rums, almost all of them have a little bit of funk in there.
Tiny little bit.
So you get into something like the funk, Isle of Fiji, right? You get into Jamaica or whatever, their original.
Oh, yeah. Jamaica would be a really good one.
And you're getting into some smaller, that funk flavor in there. Now, if you want to go bold and you want to just try what funk is, the funk is great. Fire and ice? Rum Fire. Rum Fire is anything that says it's a traditional Jamaican pot still rum will probably meet that criteria. That will give you the
flavor of what the funk flavor is. Now, that's not to say that every pot distilled product actually leaves that funk flavor in there.
Because it doesn't.
Because it does not.
No.
There's a lot of pot distilled products out there that don't really have that funk flavor to them. In fact, Just Rum actually is a pot distilled product, and for me, it really does not have that traditional funk flavor to it. It has a very delicious flavor. It's just a different type of process. So it's just all about the process.
Yes, I love it. So let's see here. So we got some stuff here. Funky rums are agricole rums made from cane sugar juice that are high in esters, which give you stuff like overripe or rotten fruit and things like rubber or vegetables. Yep. Yes. So that's another good way to say it. I will say they can be an agricole rum a lot of times. Not always. So they're not always that way, but yes, they can be. And that cane sugar juice, it's not always to that though. I wouldn't say. Like I find that a lot of agricoles are more earthy, natural tone.
Yes.
A lot of our experience with agricole rums haven't been that funky flavor. So I think it just depends on what brands. Every brand is very different. If you just look for something that has that listed,
and there's actually quite a few rums out there that actually do a double distilling process. That they do the pots distill first. And they do a column still after.
Right. Or it's a combined stilling process. Yes. They have a pot to column still that's one still.
Yes.
So that's one thing too. So it's just something to be on the lookout for. I would find something. Appleton Estate is a great example of somebody that does that as well. And you can find Ready Set Rum on YouTube. They do a lot of. We have a few of Appleton's products on here too.
Oh yeah. But Jami does
a great job. He's a huge fan of Appleton. He's the first person I think of when it comes to Appleton Estate. So I mean, it's just one of those things that you got to find that product to get to sample it a little bit. So finding something like Appleton Estate will help you with that. So let's see here. Tony's in the house. Love it. Glenn Cairn, good for sharing. Sip, sip, pass, share the glass. I love it. That's absolutely amazing. Doc Brown's Really Bad Rum on vanilla bean ice cream. Don't share that with anyone. You're absolutely right.
That is no kidding.
Delicious, super good.
We've actually had that as dessert several times. A vanilla bean ice cream with a little bit of Doc Brown's poured right over top. Very, very delicious dessert for after supper. So.
Yep. Absolutely. We can give you a thumbs up and take it away. Don't take them away. We appreciate the thumbs up. It really does help inspire more people when they come to watch our channel. Giving a thumbs up lets more YouTube algorithm let more people know that we're talking about rum, and then it just gets more people interested in rum.
Yeah.
And not every conversation really needs to click, but
we have a lot of new people that have joined us.
Yes.
I think that's fantastic.
We've been doing a lot of cool stuff lately, and I appreciate it. If you guys haven't checked out the links down below, make sure you go check those out. I haven't chimed that in, but just if you've subscribed and give us a thumbs up, some TikToks, the Facebook group, make sure you guys get down there and join that. We're also going to be having our first annual Rum Club, which is going to be monthly, which is going to be great. I'll be putting out some stuff
coming out.
So I think we're going to be doing it at the end of the month here. I meant to put out some stuff today. So for those of you that are in the Rum Club group, that stuff will be coming out probably in the next 24 to 48 hours. I apologize. Today got a little crazy on me, and I didn't get the info out.
This isn't your day job?
I know
this is not your day job?
Not yet, but the Rum Club will be happening at the end of the month here, so we're going to be pumped for that.
But what do we have going on this weekend again?
This weekend, we're going to be meeting with Steve the Barman on Saturday at 4 p.m. Central Time, and it's going to be a ton of fun. So make sure you guys join us for that. It's going to be a great time.
He's out of the UK, right?
UK. So if you guys haven't watched his videos, he's an amazing, amazing rum drinker, and we're super excited to have him. Darko, good day from Canada. Glad to have you here. I love it. Thanks for joining us. I love that. Can you give us a quick tour of your rum shelves? So great question, George. We've done it before. It gets tough. We're on a different set camera thing here. So I don't know how we can get much further. We'll just spread out a little bit for you. So we got an upper shelf that wraps around the wall here. We got an upper shelf that wraps around the wall there. Double shelf down below here.
Right. So let's kind of start over here. What do you got over there, Robert?
Well, I mean, I don't know if we can go through all of it. I'm going to hit it fast. We got Panama Pacific, a ton of plantation products going into Bayou, Angostura, Methuselah, and Bombarda.
Okay. Over here, we've got Just Rum, Don Papa. We've got Pace Rum, Chairman's Reserve, Parse.
It's been drinking.
Real McCoy, Whistling Andy, shout out Jeremy, and Bamboo, Kirk and Sweeney, Zaya. What do we got down here?
We've got a ton. You're really going to make me read through this, guys. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm going to be super hyper speed.
Now hang on. We got some stuff back here that we haven't even reviewed yet.
Got Cosmel Rum Company. We've got Captain Morgan because we keep a little bit around. We've got Barcelo Imperial, Barcelo, all kinds of stuff. Bruegel,
Ron Abuelo,
Doc Brown's Really Bad Rum.
Wait, you forgot my all-time favorite.
I was coming back. I didn't forget anything.
Okay.
I'm just reading.
One that you almost drank all gone.
Lord. We got Bacardi Oak Heart.
Yeah, baby.
Here. Don Q, Zacapa. We got Dictator, Florida Cana.
Okay. Frigate Reserve.
There we go.
Oh, yeah. And now we have Rum Dog Billionaire. Yeah.
Coming to a rum store
brought
near
to you right by Just Rum.
Love it.
Frigate Reserve, we got Havana Club, Appleton Estate, Don Q, Mount Gay, Red Rum, Old New Orleans, Porta Angel, Travelers 5, Gosling, Stroh 160, Star. There's some that I can't tell you about yet. We got Blackwell. We've got RM. We've got El Dorado.
A lot of rum.
We've got Forest Square Pirate, Modern Matriarch.
So one of the things to know is that's just the back shelf. We've got an underneath. We've got a back room. And to go through all of it would take us a very long time. So thing is that you can find right now from what we have back here and everything, 90% of the rums that we have down here in this basement are posted on our YouTube channel. So if you guys are curious, just start from the beginning, start in the middle, wherever you'd like. There is all of those rums and they're always being added to every week.
I'm going to tell you right now, we have probably just as many empty rum bottles as we do partially full.
Yes. So we've been doing some crazy stuff. It's been a lot of fun. It's been pretty cool to see that grow. So
it's been a tough job, but we're doing it for you.
We're doing it for you. I love it. Let's see here. Maybe I missed it, but when do you take a sip? Do you swish, chew, or just swallow the rum? Good question.
So that's a good question. So I think that is actually a personal preference to how you decide that you want to taste your rum.
Yep.
So that's a great question, by the way. Who posted that?
So that was Bryce. So Bryce asked, when you're sampling rums and you're taking it and you're taking your sip, do you sip, swish, chew, or just swallow the rum, right?
So what do you do, Robert?
So when it's a high proof rum, I actually try to just swallow and shoot it because I'm not a big high proof kind of guy. So I try to get it through kind of quick. If it's something that's more around 40%, 35%, maybe low 40%, I do prefer the swish. So I do a little bit of a swish and swallow kind of a thing. After I do a first little palate taste, I do a swish and swallow is probably my go-to.
Yeah. So the swish and swallow is what I do. I always try and hold it a little bit and then swallow after I swish it. And because I want to capture as much flavor as what I can.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see here. Would you recommend those whiskey stones or just use ice? So I got some insight to this. So from what I found from the whiskey stones is they don't stay as cool as you would like them to.
Yeah.
They work great for that first drink, but as you keep drinking, the whiskey stones kind of don't really do it. And I've had this with Whiskey Club and different whiskey drinkers, and the stones are okay, but I've never really had a great experience with them. So what I'd really recommend is actually clear ice. So the reason I recommend clear ice is because it lasts longer. It's traditional ice. You can make it into a bigger cube. We're going to have some new stuff on clear ice coming out here in the coming weeks.
Eventually.
So just kind of a heads up for that. Be on the lookout. We do have a TikTok on there on how to make clear ice. Royer's dragging his feet forever to get the clear ice video out to YouTube.
Sorry, this is not my
it's
day
like
job.
2 months later, right? And Royer's still doing the voiceover. So we're just waiting for him to finish. And as soon as he does, we'll post that on here as well. But making clear ice is something that we do at our household to kind of give us it lasts longer, it melts slower, gets those additives, the extra chemical kind of stuff out of it, and it's just melts slower. So it's not going to change anything really flavor profile. It's just
actually you get more true flavor from the rum that you're drinking.
I guess I never
because you don't have any time that you have. So you see what I've got tonight. I'm sorry, I'm out of the clear ice. Okay, so you end up with this cloudy mess, which most of us have. That's what we do because it's quick, it's simple, it's easy, that sort of thing. I get it. We do it ourselves. That's what we do.
Yep.
When I have a chance, I always try and make us a little batch of some clear ice because it does melt slower. It does, believe it or not, it tastes better. It actually brings better flavor because you don't have all the impurities of that ice.
Well, not only that, but it melts slower, so you don't get as much water in your drink. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you can water down a drink with too much ice, and so since it melts slower, it's not as much.
If you don't believe us, if you do not believe us, make yourself some clear ice. Try it for yourselves. It does actually melt slower than what you've got right now.
Absolutely.
It really does.
Love it. Oh, let's see here. So we're just catching up here a little bit. You guys have been having some awesome conversations in here. Jamaican rums are famous for getting their funk from the dunder pits they make and add the end of the fermentation and distilling process. Yep, absolutely. It's a good point. Make a lot less quickly due to surface area for sure. The big ice balls rule. So I'm a huge fan of the bigger the ice cube, the better. Because again, it's slower melting, bigger. So if you're doing clear ice, we cut ours into bigger cubes. So that's a good point. I love it. You guys ever try the Blue Nose Ironwork Blue Nose rum? We have not had that one, but we try to keep an eye with so many new rums. We definitely try to get there when we can. So hopefully we will. I had a Thai punch yesterday. It is mostly agricole rum. Okay to drink, but not my favorite. Okay. those agricolas can be a little bit different. I think it adds a little bit of difference. So, Darko, new to your channel. We're glad you could be here, Darko. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're joining us.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Honestly, we're probably the most welcoming rum community. We are the most welcoming rum community in all of YouTube. There's no bad questions, no judgments, and we just love promoting good things rum and having a lot of fun with it. Yeah. So, I love it. Doc's giving us a hard time for having Captain Morgan on the shelf. It just happens, okay?
It's just one bottle.
Just one bottle, okay?
That's it.
We drink all kinds of stuff.
Clear over there to the
put
side.
It in the corner.
You can't even see it on camera.
Put it in the corner. So, George, thank you very much. I love it.
So, hang on before you go on further. Okay, so John had asked me to actually take a look at my phone. So, John evidently is having a little worthy park tonight, and he wanted to share this with me.
Okay.
Because John knows that I am a huge fan of his coins. Okay, so he produces these coins and he puts one on every one of his bottles. And the purpose of this is to, at some point, he is going to offer, you turn in so many coins and you get like a t-shirt or a sweatshirt. You can trade them in for this sort of thing. And he has some amazing coins that are with each and every bottle. So again, this is out of Sandy, Oregon, just rum. So please check them out. Looks like he's got a brand new coin out. And I'm just saying, John, hey, we're getting a little low here. Help the guy out.
I love it. We just need more rum. We're obviously getting low. So Greg tried the Caribulu last week. It's a great drink. Thanks, Robert, for the suggestion. Absolutely. Caribulu is great, but
that is a good drink,
if you make it my way, it's even better. So I will tell you, I'm working on that. Something I need to put out as a cocktail video for the way that I make Caribulu, which is way better than the original way. So
it is really good.
If you guys ever had Caribulu, it's obviously made with 151 rum, pineapple juice, and Malibu, right? That's how they make it. But if you make it my way, which is way better, might I add, you take a Crucian Hurricane Proof and you do 1 shot of that with 2 shots of Malibu Black. That Malibu Black is great because it's it's not 151. The Hurricane Proof is a little less, but the Malibu Black is a little bit more, so it offsets to both a little bit smoother rums. And then top a can of pineapple juice onto the top. And if you love a spritz, add a little Sprite to the top if you like. But that will keep you going all summer long. It's an absolute great drink. So I love it. Juan, great point. We do have a yearly video that tells you our best rums that we had
for that year,
for the previous year. So we'll be coming out at the end of this year. We'll be coming out. So we have a couple out.
This is going to be a really tough year.
It's going to be a wild year. It's going to be a wild year.
This is going to be a tough year.
So one of the things that we do is every year we take the 10 best rums that we've had, and this will be our toughest year, and we showcase them and say, these are the best rums you should go out and try. These are the best rums we had. And every year is different because we never repeat any of the rums from the year. So if you go back and watch all of our videos of the top 10 rums of 2019, 2020.
For example, 2019, the top #1 rum for 2019 for us was Doc Brown's Really Bad Rum.
Right? So, I mean, and it just gets more rums every year. So it's a great place to start for some great rums that we talk about. And we will be coming out with one this year, which we're really pumped about. It's going to be a tough year, but we're going to have a lot of fun making that list. So let's see here. Can you recommend a complex smooth rum, or does this not exist? Great question. It depends on what you like. I'm a smooth, sweet rum drinker, so if you're asking me, there's going to be a video coming out in the next couple of weeks that I think is going to fit that very well. However, that being said, that's got to go to the Patreon first. But I do think that the where is it? The Rum JM XO
right here
is a great example of something that's very complex but yet very smooth. It comes in at a 45%, so it's a little heated, but I think it goes down pretty easy. Nice.
It's a pretty easy.
Yep.
It's smooth.
I think it's pretty smooth. I think if you are somebody that likes a sweeter note, I think Doc Brown's Really Bad Rum has some great notes to it that goes down very smooth. So I think that's delicious.
You can drink that on its own.
If you're on that lighter
or in a cocktail,
as well,
it doesn't matter.
Those hefty drinkers out there, we've talked about Just Rum. Just Rum always tells us how they drink their rum on their own. I'm a smooth, sweet rum guy. It's a little heated for me most of the time. But if you're into those higher proof, that's probably where you're going to lie. And I think they have a lot of very unique, great flavors as well. To be honest with you, I'm just going to tell you my best suggestion. Start clicking through our videos. Start watching some different ones. Honestly, we talk about a lot of different rum. We've talked about so many rums.
That's the one thing that we did not understand when we started doing this channel is how many different rums there really were.
Yep.
You know, we thought we were going to be doing this for 6 months.
Yeah, and then we'd switch to whiskey.
Then we switched over to whiskey and bourbon, and then we just started kind of going through it. No, I think we're actually home.
Yes.
At the rum, and we will probably never be able to get through all the rum.
Yep. I love it.
So
I love it. So, Doc, thank you for chiming in. Sean's making some clear ice. Doc put some instructions down there. I love it. If you go to our TikTok in our top 3 videos, it actually, the link's down below, it'll tell you how to make clear ice really quickly. We got a minute video that tells you how to do it in our TikTok. So if you click that link and go watch that video.
You can't make the ice in a minute.
Well, you can't make the ice in a minute, but you can watch the video in a minute. Which is on our TikTok. It's in our top 3 videos up there. I got it pinned to the top, so you guys can go watch that. But on how to make clear ice. So awesome, love it. And we're gonna have some more stuff coming out on clear ice in the very near future. So I'm pretty excited.
I will get the voiceover done on
I know it.
Okay.
I know it. Love it. Jeremy's back. Love it. Glad you could make it for the rest of the show. Welcome back. Carlos is here. Glad you're here, Carlos.
Welcome.
I love it. I love it.
Glad to have you here.
I love it. So let's see here. Oh man, I'm catching up to you guys. You guys are just talking all over the place. So, oh my goodness, you guys are crazy in here. I love it. You guys are amazing. So, finally made my drink. What do you got up here? As cool as Jeremy says, as cool as it would be to train coins for swag, I like coins too much. They look too great. So I love it. We'll see here. Finally made my drink. Another daiquiri with plantation pineapple. Trying to finish off the extra bottle I ended up with. Love it. Absolutely. Let's see here. Can you turn that really bad light on? Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Got
it.
We got a switch here. I know it doesn't show up super well on camera, but it does light up. We do this when the camera's not on.
Really cool.
We do love the really bad rum sign, but you can see it better when it's off. Yeah. So we leave it off during our videos. Let's see here.
Poor technology on our part.
Extra bottle of rum. Never heard of it. Yep, exactly. I know it. Have you tried the 3-star yet? What do you think? We do. We have a review of it. You can find the Plantation 3-star review. It's a great cocktail mixer. It's something that it's got a little bit of those funk notes, a little bit of mixability to it. We did do this early on in our journey, so I don't remember how it turned out, but I can only imagine I didn't like it.
Well, we had fun with it.
But we had fun with it, so just keep that in mind. But yes, we do have that review up. It's going to tell you everything you need to know.
The one thing I will say about Plantation is they have amazing labeling on their products. Number one. Number two, they have amazing different expressions. That they have vastly different expressions on their rum products.
Yes, I love it. Let's see here. Maybe I missed it already. Anyone doing anything fun yesterday for National Rum Day? Well, I can tell you what we did. Spoiler alert. It involved drinking rum.
It did.
We're celebrating. It's actually National Rum Month this month of August. So we talked about that. So Rum Day.
I mean, let's be fair. It's just another month for us.
It's another day. It's another rum. We're doing this all the time.
But in honor of that, we did have an extra shot of rum.
We did. We always make some extra rum. I mean, every day we just say, hey, this is in honor of its National Rum Day on this day. And it makes us feel better about ourselves. So.
If it's December.
Thanks, America, for making it National Rum Day so that I can just feel like a normal Tuesday is now a reason that I have rum in my glass. So I love it.
It's not a problem. It's
America. Exactly. It's a holiday. So I love it. Let's see here. Bryce says, I love how you jumped over our P.O. Box talk. Don't call me out, Bryce. I didn't see it. The comments are running too fast, so I couldn't see everything. I'm trying my best, but I'm not getting to everyone. I know I'm not. We're going to need to get a moderator at some point. But yes, we don't have a P.O. Box yet. Someday. We're working on it. We're on a waiting list. It's a waiting list here because apparently it's a really hot commodity.
Iowa.
It's a super,
don't judge us.
Super hot commodity. I didn't know it was a thing to have a waiting list for a P.O. Box, either. But we do. We have one.
Didn't know that was a thing.
It's crazy.
I thought it was just you get one.
I know. I thought so too. Let's see here. What were you guys drinking on National Rum Day yesterday? Great question, Royer. What was in? He doesn't
okay,
so much rum.
Hang on. Yesterday, what was I drinking? Oh my god.
I love this.
What was I
drinking? I love it. It's amazing. All right, well, Royer's thinking. I'll tell you guys what I was drinking.
Oh.
I actually had the real McCoy 12 year yesterday.
That's what I actually had.
There we go. We drank the same thing.
Had because you picked up the bottle for our live event.
Yes, I didn't even
coordinate
I actually
said, you know what? He doesn't need that. I'm going to
drink it. We're going to drink more of it. That's great. So, yes.
Yeah,
so, I had real McCoy 12 year. That's amazing.
That's what I had.
That's what we're doing. We had real McCoy 12 year. We were on the same wavelength. So, that's what we had for National Rum Day. Let's see here. 3-star is nice, but I would not say it's worth hunting down if you have to look for it. I think it's a cocktail mixer for me. I'm a sweet, smooth rum guy. It can be a lot on the palate. So, I could agree with that. I like a lot more Plantation Pineapple Rum. Or some of their the OFTD stuff like that is more worth it to me. So that's just me. So I love it. Let's see here. I work in the life science field and I have access to liquid nitrogen. Be careful over there. Don't get too crazy. Don't get too crazy. Let's see here. What about declaring Year of Rum? Year of the Rum. We should. What do you think? 2023, Year of the Rum.
What would be the spirit animal for the Year of the Rum?
Jackalope.
Oh,
that's our spirit animal. So why wouldn't it be? Be amazing. Be incredible.
Yeah,
I love it.
Like right
here. Obviously, the jackalope always inspires me to drink more rum. I love it. Oh, let's see here. Got some good talk in here. I had the Dos Maduras 5+3 and a cigar yesterday. Bryce was having some good stuff for National Rum Day. I love it.
Just absolutely amazing. Back, chilling.
I love that.
Enjoying the holiday.
I think that's amazing. I love that. So let's see.
What did you get? You didn't give me a present.
I didn't.
National Rum Day.
I didn't. You just admitted on camera that you drank my real McCoy 12 year. So you're welcome. Merry Rum Day.
All right. That's fair.
I love it. So I said I was going to say this. We're coming into the end of the show. If you guys have any last minute questions, make sure you chime them in here. We're coming into the end, but I wanted to say this. Some rum companies that are doing some really great things today for modern times and being amazing. So we know about the rums that have made some, they got started, they got great stories, but here's some really, really cool stuff that some exceptional rum companies are doing in today's day and age. So the first one is Kopali White Rum. Made from just 3 ingredients, the Belize rum takes inspiration from their local area. Sourcing water from the rainforest canopy and distilling has 0 impact on the environment. So they're environmentally friendly, doing this, getting green, doing stuff that's better for the environment and making rum. Amazing. So a huge shout out to Kopali White Rum for doing their thing. You got Flor de Caña, the family-owned Nicaraguan rum, seen many life-changing events over its 130-year history, and they are making a delightfully smooth rum from a soil to the water to the overall climate. The totality of this area lends itself to a delightful rum, and it is a world's only carbon neutral and fair trade certified spirit. Again, huge props to them, going green, doing something amazing for the environment, and making great rum. We love to see it. This is amazing. Thumbs up for environmentally friendly rum.
Yeah,
let's see if we can hit 20. Royer couldn't get you there. We want to get you to 20 rums. We get 20 rums. We got 20 rums, whatever. So, you know where I'm at. So, let's see here. Mount Gay Rum, made on the island of Barbados, appreciates that the ocean is its life from the coral filtered water that it's used in its process for the ocean air that imparts the flavor through the aging process. This brand is tied to the ocean. In addition, the rum brand has been part of the sailing community. So it previously worked with 4 Ocean to help and end plastic pollution. In addition, Mount Gay's rum pledged to employ 100% sustainable agriculture by 2025. Very amazing. I love it. We're one away.
Awesome.
One more to go. I love it, guys. One more, and we just appreciate you. We love it. And then the last rum company that's talking on here doing some exceptionally awesome green stuff for the world is Q Rum. Puerto Rico might be the birthplace of the pina colada. Don Q is the island's top-selling rum for over 150 years. The brand has been distilling its popular offerings with 12 different expressions. There's a rum for every occasion. Blended into the tradition and the forward-thinking, environmentally aware distillery, from green practices to helping the local wildlife, each aspect of the process is considered. While people might toast the island life, Don Q is ensuring that the island life is there for the future.
That's awesome.
Just really cool. These are some things I want to highlight.
This is a lot of rum distillers that actually care.
Yes, this is something I wanted to point out because honestly, doing stuff for the environment, getting back to that, I think is really amazing. I think it's really cool to see them doing something, moving forward kind of motion of making the environment a little bit better, finding some better practices. There's some bigger companies, so we understand that they can do a little bit more, but we love to see it. And it's just really cool. I think it's a great article and just really promotes really great things for the rum industry as it's growing. So I think that's awesome. I have one more thing I'm going to share. I know we're at 8:00, but I have one more thing I want to share, but I'm going to try and reach through your comments because I know Royer wasn't freaking looking because you were just looking at your rum bottle a second ago. So
I was.
An infinity bottle going. We do not have an infinity bottle going, but we should. Our infinity bottle would be insane. I can tell you that. I love it. I do, but it's Scotch, infinity bottles. That would imply I don't finish my bottles. John Hasbrook from Just Rum always finishes his bottles. If we get to 20 likes, I'm going to tell you what, if we can get one more thumbs up, I will give you guys a chance to win a trip to Honduras. So let's see if we can get to 20 thumbs ups. Yeah, how about that? Look at that. I'm way better than you. You're welcome. If we get to 20, I will give you a chance to win a trip to Honduras.
Oh, my God. No, wait a minute.
Woo!
Wait a minute.
Love it. How about that? I love it.
We don't have that kind of budget.
I love it. So Randy says, I'm new to rum. I like the sweeter stuff. What's your favorite? Honestly, if you got more of a smooth, sweet rum palate like I do, I think Doc Brown's Really Bad Rum is one of the smoothest rums, delicious rums that I really like. I do get into more wood-barreled stuff, so it's, a little bit of a difference of where your palate's at. If you go to Doc Brown's Really Bad Rum or reallyBadRum.com, not Doc Brown's, reallyBadRum.com, they'll get you find out where you can get hooked up with that. I think that's a great way to go if you're looking to take a step up on some rums and you got a sweeter palate. It's not as sweet, but it goes down really smoothly. And a lot of the sweet people who are sweet rum drinkers really like that transition.
I will say, I think rum as a whole, I think there's a misconception out there that rum is sweet.
Yes.
I think there's a huge misconception on that note. The rum cocktails that so many make with fruit juices and this type of stuff make those rums sweet. So it all depends on how you really prepare your drink.
Yep, absolutely. Bryce is yelling longer. I love it. Don Q Cristal is what I started with. Just add Pepsi. It's a great mixer. I agree.
Yeah,
I love
agree.
it. Super inexpensive.
Yep.
We got to 20 thumbs ups. I love it. My palate is geared towards spice rum. Totally love it. And there's a lot of great rums there. We got a huge channel for it. And you guys can find us. If you didn't get your question answered, if I missed it, go to the Just Drinking After Hours, and you can always ask your questions there. It's much easier for us to see them. So if we didn't get to your question, go click the link below to the Facebook group, Just Drinking After Hours. You can go ask it in there. We will get to it. I promise. I just don't want to leave anybody out if I missed anybody. So with that being said, we're wrapping up. But before we do, I told you if we got to 20 thumbs ups, I'm going to help you guys take a chance to get a trip to Honduras. How are you going to do that? It's amazing.
Please tell us.
It's not going to be us, but
thank you.
If you guys go to Kraken's website, Kraken Rum celebrates canned cocktails with the Crack Open Summer Sweepstakes. So they have 3 different canned cocktails right now. We talked about how big that was, but they're actually running a sweepstakes that all you have to do is go enter your email, your name, and your address into a thing, and they're putting in a sweepstakes for someone to win a trip to go see a Kraken in the wild. in Honduras. So you need to go to crackopensummer.com, spelled with a K. So that's K-R-A-K, crack, like Kraken. So that's K-R-A-K, opensummer.com. Crack Open Summer.
I'm going to go there when we get done here.
Yeah. And so I filled out an application for it, and you can win a trip to Honduras.
Awesome.
All expenses
You already
paid.
filled that out?
I already filled mine out.
Dang.
So you got to fill yours out.
Well, you're not going to take me?
No, probably not.
Well, I've been to Honduras, and it's
see, you've already been there. You don't want to go back. You don't want to go to the same place.
I do want to go
It's
back.
totally fine. So there it is, guys. The Crack Open Sweepstakes, K-R-A-K, opensummer.com. Go check it out. Get yourself in there. If you didn't, if you didn't catch it, we'll go over. Ask me in the Facebook group. Like I said, if I missed anything, you guys have been loading in the comments, and I appreciate you guys. So you guys are amazing. Check out those links down below. Thank you so much for hanging out with us for the whole hour. You guys are absolutely amazing. This was one really fun live. You guys are amazing. We couldn't do it without you. Bless you guys. If we ever miss questions, you can always ask us outside of this. We do the best we can.
Get in touch with us.
We love you guys.
How to do it.
Hope you guys are enjoying some really great rums out there. Hopefully we're helping you find some, and we're just really excited about the future of rum. So thanks so much for hanging out with us. Those links are down below. Royer, let's get them home safe.
Always drink responsibly, never drink and drive, and no rums are harmed during the making of this video.
Not at all. We'll see you next time, guys.
Take care.